Hello everybody, let's have a look at Bitcoin. So I'm just going to focus on Bitcoin for the moment. I will make some more videos throughout the night. I've been neglecting my obligations here and I apologise for that. It's just my world has just basically speeded up a hell of a lot since taking this new job on. But you know, I'll try my best. But tuning in on Bitcoin today and yesterday, really, just having a little look at it, it's not looking very good. And to be honest with you, the good news is that we're still sort of holding up on this support level, which was the downwards spiral trend that we've been on, that we were stuck underneath since all the way back here in the summertime. So, you know, we broke above there, which was great, and we went, well, we did a huge move basically. It was like a $3,000 move in the space of a 24-hour period, and we are consolidating from that. Now, if this would have had continuation, it probably should have had it by now, but it hasn't. And what it's been doing is it's basically been breaking down every time it's tried to make a new high, not getting anywhere near this high here, which was I don't know, I guess kind of a bit unlikely to have happened. But when we have a look at what's been going on with all these moving averages, the itchy cloud and the other indicators that I use, to me it looks like it wants to break down in a big way, probably within the next couple of days, next few days I would say. And you know, there is a chance that it would that it could go the opposite way and completely just rocket up, and there is that chance. But it looks to me like it wants to break down more than it wants to break up, and that's not just because we've been consolidating all this way down from here and testing this bottom level of the support, which is the downwards trend that we've had all the way since the end of June. It's not because of that. It's because now we have opened and we closed beneath, and we have opened beneath just today the 200 EMA. And also the 242, which was the moving average, which was not broken ever in the history of Bitcoin until we broke beneath it here. And look what happened. We had almost a 10% drop when that first happened. We did recover immediately afterwards, but like I say, this 242 proved to be a significant moving average to have gone down beneath, because like I say, it's always held on this. It's always held. It's never gone beneath it. So this is the very first time, and I say never gone beneath it, it's never gone beneath it in a bull trend, just to put that out there. But this was the first time it ever happened, and it was a dramatic reaction from doing that. So what we're looking at, we closed beneath the 242 yesterday, and we opened above there today. Now what we're seeing is support here on the downwards trend. We've got no other moving averages beneath us, and we've been rejected from the 242. So there is a chance that we might have a reaction similar to this one, where the bulls really just want to get out of this danger zone, because we are in a very dangerous zone. We're in a very this basically this little trading area now, which is what is that? It's about $100 worth of trading area. Is not a tradable zone. It needs to break either above or below, and my expectation is that when it does break above or below, it'll be at least a 5%. I'd say definitely a 5% move, either up or down, maybe even going towards a 10% move up or down. Now, if it does break to the up from here, then yeah, the chances are we can talk about full-on bull mode recovery, making higher highs than this, and eventually up and above and away the 11,200 area. But because we've been rejected from it and supported from it here, we might trickle around this little area for a bit, but like I say, there is nothing beneath us now. There's no moving averages beneath us, and if we keep coming down to test this here, even if it's just for the next few weeks, what will happen is that our price will trickle down slowly but surely. This green 50 exponential moving average will find its way back down, as it was doing here, to form that death cross that was avoided in the most spectacular fashion. But that death cross will form. We've begun, and we do definitely have a negative slope on the green 50 exponential, and that will be steady away. It's not, unless we have a dramatic breakdown from this level, which is is very, very possible. Now we are on the daily chart where the MACD is not looking very healthy at all. It's definitely bearish still, but it will be bearish with a consolidation pattern like this. But you know, it's not in negative territory yet, but it's not looking good. It doesn't look like it wants to recover. The gap is getting further and further apart. The histogram is getting steeper and steeper. And when we look at volume, it's trickling off. Now, you know, volume's not really the thing to look at with something like Bitcoin, because volume can pick up in the blink of an eye. So I generally look at moving averages as the most important thing. You can look at as many indicators as possible, but the moving averages are the most useful that I go by, which is why I've got so many of them on, and why I talk about them so frequently. And the other, like I say, the other most important thing to look at this time with Bitcoin is this descending trend that we've been in for so long. It's proved itself to be very important as a rejection point, and recently very important as a support level. As we can see, since that break above there, we've come down to test it a number of times, not breaking beneath it. We've had little wicks beneath it, but candle bodies are the things that count, and we've not had a candle body close beneath it since we broke out of it. So, like I say, the trading range is ever so small, and when we get a small trading range like this, and we're blocked between the moving average, which is a resistance, and the downwards support level that we've got, something has to give. And it would be my expectation now, just because we're beneath all moving averages, they're all beginning to cross beneath each other, forming negative slopes and a number of different crosses, that I would expect us to see a move down and finally break back down beneath this descending trend. Now, it might not happen, but I have actually put a short on this. Just looking at this today, I have put a short on it, but I have also put a very tight stop loss on, which is just above where this 242 will be. If we break above there, then yeah, we might be talking about bull mode. And like I say, the move that we are going to be forming will be a big move. And it's likely to be $1,000 or close to $1,000 move one way or another. One other thing that, if you watch my videos, and like I say, my videos are far and few between now because I'm quite busy, but something I've been talking about for a while now is this Ichimoku cloud cross that we had. So we had the conversion line cross over the baseline here, and that basically on a weekly would suggest a continuation of a move in the direction that it's already going in. So in this case, it would be a direction to the down, right? Ichimoku cloud is very good at spotting long-term trend analysis and continuation. So it doesn't mean that it's going to plummet all the way back down to where it started from. It doesn't mean that at all. What it does mean is that from that area there, it will continue, and we might continue for several months. That's what I am expecting. And so we had the cross here, and the price action was down here at 8,300 or thereabouts. We're almost down at that level. We're getting closer to that level again as we speak. So I'm looking for a breakdown when we break down beneath, I'd say 8,200. Definitely we will break down from there, and we will continue as the Ichimoku cloud cross has predicted. Down towards the 6,000s. And let's just leave it at that for the moment. We'll call it the 6,000s area. So we've got a $1,000 area there. So we're looking for about a $1,500 drop to complete, or at least look at completing the long-term trend analysis that we have had on this channel now for, well, since it broke 11,200. I've been pretty bearish on it, but since we had this cross, I expected to see Bitcoin back into the 6,000s again. And there's no guarantees on this, but just to put it in a bit of context, the last time we had it, and bear in mind this was a bear trend here. There was no, we were having to complete the 4-year cycle, and the last year of that is going to be a downtrend. So we did have an Ichimoku cloud cross here, signaling that we were going to be falling down. And if I remember rightly, that from there to there to the bottom level was around about a 70% move to the down. But that again was in a bear market there. We had a cross here to the up, because obviously when we have a cross to the up in the inverse of what I'm talking about, we have continuation. We had continuation from there to there, being around about 155% move to the up. So these are generally pretty good, and this is not just Bitcoin. You can look at the Ichimoku cloud cross on a weekly chart for most assets, and it's pretty reliable, but it doesn't tell you where it's going to end up. It just says continuation of this move down. So I don't expect to see, you know, a 75% or a 70% or whatever it was move to the down because we've had this cross. All I expect to see is that since there was a cross at this price action here, we're looking to have a lower value of a Bitcoin over time. So my expectation would be in the 6,000s. Now if we get to the 6,000s and things start looking even worse, you know, we've got to look at other indicators at that point. When we get down to that level of around 6,000, you know, we'll call it the 6,000s area, right? I'm not saying $6,000 on the dot, but within that 6,000s area, then we'll have to look at other indicators to suggest what it wants to do, looking at it a bit closer at the time. But those are the things that I'm going by, really, to anticipate a move further down, breaking beneath this area here of 7,500, which is the bottom of the Bollinger Band on the weekly chart here, and getting our way down to, well, at least 7,000, where the last moving average that we've got here, which is only the 50 simple, which isn't a great, it's not a great one. It's not one that you really want to be relying on. It's not ever proved itself to be very strong as a support level. So I would expect that to be broken and find our way to a historical area of probably around about 6,500 before we look at a bounce. So between 6,400 to 6,600 is what I was saying about a month ago, and that was before we had this big move. So a lot of people saying what's going on here, and I'm saying, well, I knew that there was going to be a move to the up. I didn't expect it to be this. I did anticipate around about a $700 move to the up, but overall a continuation down, and I was still believe in that we are going to be coming down before we go back up. But to get down there, you just need to get down there, right? Just get it over and done with, then we can start to recover from that. But like I say, we'll call it 6,500 area is my anticipated target. Now, like I say, I do have a short on at the moment. I'm not going to be holding it all the way down to there. This is just for the anticipation of this move that I'm seeing as quite probable now. Given the way that we ended yesterday's close, which was beneath the 242 and also beneath the 200 EMA, and the open again today, which has been very, very small, and we've had rejection from the 242. We're currently beneath the 242 and the 200 EMA, and we're finding support yet again on this descending trend. Very, very small price action. Something's going to have to give, and my expectation is going to give to the down. So we're going to see a breakdown, I would expect. But again, you know, even though I do have a short on, you know, we did have a very big move last time we came beneath the 242. We had an extremely big move. So yeah, I mean, the chances are we're going to break down like we did on this occasion. But it's only once this daily chart, this candle is played out, I will probably just be selling at that point. I'm not going to be holding it, waiting for it to go all the way down to 6,500. No, I'm just going to be closing it for a short trade. And then, like I say, I do expect it to continue, and then we'll be looking at purchasing some more Bitcoin when it's in that $6,000 area, so long as the indicators tell us that it's a relatively safe area to be buying it back. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there, and thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day, or a nice evening, definitely a nice weekend, and let's keep our eyes peeled. And also, just to add, I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, it's just my take on it, my trades on it, and yeah, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching, take it easy.